I support Team Cap. Oh boy. 3, 2, 1.
Disagree.
Nah.
All right, we got to get into this shit.
Okay,
We got to get into this.
We have argued about this on the pod. I don't know if it's come out yet.
I haven't seen this episode, so this is new for me.
No. It's very simple. I think that, so Cap is correct in that movie. And I think that the Sokovia Accords as is are wrong. Okay. Yeah, I don't agree with the tribunal, the council that decides where they should go or whatever.
Ross is ahead of that when he's the one who created the abomination.
Certainly not. Exactly. So I completely agree with so Cap in that movie is correct, but I do think that the Avengers as they are in the MCU need to be put in check. And the fact that they are completely independent acting like as their own, they're not they're from all different nations. It's just like a concoction. Most of them are US based. I just feel like very easily you've got the situation in Lagos that you cannot have the situation in Lagos and not have any ramifications for that. And Team Cap's whole thing is that there aren't ramifications.
Who started the situation in Lagos, though? Who started it?
Crossbones.
Was it the Avengers?
No, Crossbones.
Then the Avengers don't need to put in check. It should be Crossbones or whatever the government created. Crossbones.
We didn't blow up that building. That wasn't like.
But it was her mistake.
No, because he was about to blow himself up.
Yeah, he was going to blow himself on the ground. Okay, he did it 50 feet in the air.
He was about to blow himself up anyway. That's not her fault.
The reason I'm a little frustrated with Civil War is because, again, I haven't read a ton of comics, but Civil War is one that I have. And I think Civil War does a much better job explaining Captain America's reasoning, exploring why he's more right, the things that Tony Stark does that is wrong and morally like messed up during that.
Really up,
and then and in the movie they really focus on like Bucky mistreating Tony and like the trauma there and exploring why Tony's right. So I understand why people who have just watched the movies are more team Tony, Team Iron Man.
Not just watch the movies. The MCU canon is completely different from the comics canon. Yeah. In the comics, I'm completely Team Cap.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Right.
They do a better job of like laying out both sides and why they feel the way they feel.
But in the comics, the Avengers and X-Men and are in check by a government. They do have they do have more rules.
The X-Men are not. They're kind of like their own independent entity, and they actually sit out the Civil War when they're approached by both teams. I think Wolverine is one of the only ones that said like I'm going to be on it because he's like kind of an Avenger.
But they do work with the government. They pay taxes. They like have real regulations. Every hero in the comics, because they have the time to explain it, has a lot of regulations in the comics. You like explain that because, like I said, they don't have time to explain it in the movies. So there isn't any explanation for what kind of regulations they deal with. And in my opinion, they have to have some kind of regulation.
Well, the way I see it in the movies is that they were pretty much like this. This is my favorite quote, like from a really bad movie, but Baywatch, Yahya Abdul-Mateen II says, when we chase guys, we're cops. When we chase them, it's a pursuit. When you guys chase them, you're just a bunch of guys chasing another bunch of guys.
Yeah.
And that's what the Avengers are. They're literally just some superpowered people that came together and they chase bad guys all over the world with no like official badges or like whatever. They just decided this is what we're going to do. And I understand that maybe you might need a liaison to be like, hey, like become official, like whatever. However, it flies in the face of what people tell you what a hero is, right? You know how they tell you like anyone can be a hero, anybody. With great power comes great responsibility. Everybody hears this shit. Everyone can do the right thing. All of a sudden that goes out the window when the people who are doing the right thing, right? Because the cops can't do shit. We saw that in first Avengers.
Correct.
When the cops said like, oh, the National Guard is coming. Do they even know what's happening here? Do we? They're clueless. And if it wasn't for the Avengers, they would be toast. And they would have been toast at the hands of their own government because they was about to blow the shit up.
That's what I'm saying. Why do we want to give them power?
And then at the same time, Ross said, remember what happened in New York? Do you remember what happened in New York?
That's all
you
true.
would have killed right there. You would have killed millions of people.
You know what I'm saying?
If it wasn't for us.
But Tony was the one who stopped it. So what I'm saying is that yes, we understand that these are people that who literally just decided like, oh, we're gonna go to Russia, we're gonna fight like Hydra and all that type of shit. But at the same time, you know, who else is gonna do it?
Yep.
And the way I see the government, you guys are already corrupt as Hydra was just revealed just last year. Hydra is a thing. And you got this motherfucking guy saying, oh, I need to be in charge. Didn't you create the abomination? Didn't Hydra just pop out last year?
Yep.
I think we're fucking good. At that point, they should have respected the Avengers because who uncovered that? It was Steve.
Yeah.
And Steve is usually right in these type of things. Don't fucking give me the
whole
Bucky thing. Don't give me the whole Bucky thing. You got Hawkeye who was also under mind control killing folk, and Bucky was under mind control killing folk. But why are you coming after Bucky?
Yeah.
You may have sold me. You may have sold me.
That's what I do.
I've never thought about it with like the cover and the nuke and everything. That really sold me.
The government's fucking. They
They
always
suck
have been.
in the
And this is before the Hydra thing.
Yeah.
They
No.
always suck.
Yeah, you may have sold me.
And you want to give them the Avengers?
Yeah, you may have sold me.
You know what
All
I'm
right,
saying?
I'm gonna try to get through the last few of these because we got to move along. But we're gonna go through the last few of these really quickly. Are we ready? Multiverse of Madness, top 10 MCU.
Huh.
3, 2, 1.
Yep.
Disagree.
Yep.
Yep.
Disagree.
I mean, I
I
like.
Is it bottom 10 for you?
I would say bottom 10, though. No.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to look at what that 10 is,
Yeah.
but I would say
I like
bottom
it better than most people. They got a lot of hate, but it's
Yeah.
definitely not top 10.
10. Yeah.
Star Wars timeline is harder to keep up with the DCEU timeline.
Star Wars is harder to keep up with than the DCEU?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
3, 2, 1, go.
Disagree.
Yeah,
I guess I disagree. Yeah.
I don't think DC even knows what the DC timeline is.
I think Star Wars is pretty clear. I think the casual fans.
Actually, can I change my answer?
Really?
I'm gonna say agree.
Why?
That's mostly because like I'm a casual Star Wars fan, and so like I know there's like the Old Republic, and I know like when we say like the timeline, like you know how we have like the Mandalorian, and we have like the Bad Batch,
That's
and we
true.
have like this and this and that. Like as a casual, it's just kind of like. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
however, I can pinpoint what happens in the DC timeline. It's like, oh, fucking Man of Steel popped up, and then Batman shows up, and
We'll
wants
see
to
how
fuck him
that
up.
all feels after Flashpoint.
Yeah. Now,
Oh,
when it
yeah.
comes to the Suicide Squad, I don't know what the fuck's happening.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
But
that's
yeah.
true.
Avatar: Way of Water wasn't that good of a movie. 3, 2, 1. I think we all.
This is a strongly disagree.
Come on.
It was my favorite
great.
movie last
Come on,
year.
I got into an argument about this as well, and I understand like cultural appropriation and all that type of shit. But Robert Downey Jr. did blackface, and I love that. So I'm
Hey,
sorry. Like
Way of Water's great.
It
Yeah.
works. Way of Water is awesome.
Yeah.
Way of Water's fucking
MCU.
awesome.
I'll come back to that one. Puss in Boots: The Last Wish is overrated. I also think we're gonna 3, 2, 1.
Strongly
We
disagree.
need to disagree on like together on something. I feel like we're like bonding too much.
Hey, we've been fighting a lot. I think.
Oh my gosh,
No,
Puss in
great.
Boots: Last Wish. I know that you're a big fan of that
Oh,
movie.
I
It's
love that
fucking
movie so much, dude.
I think
It's
that
so
the
good.
Jiminy Cricket.
Oh my
joke-
god, it is such a small thing, but it's amazing.
So fun.
I think it's literally
It's
one
great.
of the smartest jokes I've ever seen in any movie
Yes.
ever. To pair that character up with a villain is, let alone the worst villain ever.
I also want to like point out that everybody talks about death in that movie. We're not talking a lot about like Big Horner.
Yes,
He's a great villain.
he's a great
He's
villain.
sadistic.
John Mulaney is.
John Mulaney is
He's
so
incredible.
fucking great.
That was weird. Yeah. so good.
He's literally like his men are dying left and right, and he's just like, yeah,
and the Jiminy Cricket, I'm telling you,
horrible.
Is
This is horrible.
you're horrible.
That's so
My
good.
word, it's
And then the response, what took you so long?
So good.
incredible,
So fucking good.
incredible.
Oh my
All right,
gosh.
this is gonna be a big one. I think we'll all agree though. James Gunn will make the best Superman film since Christopher Reeves.
Oh, hold on, I gotta think about this for a little bit.
I don't.
I gotta think about this for a little bit, for real. Okay.
3, 2, 1, go.
And I expect it to be better than
Why-
Christopher Reeves.
Real quick, why was it close?
I had to like, it gave me pause because I really like Man of Steel. I really like Man of Steel. I like it a lot. It's your favorite movie of all time?
It's my least favorite
Least
movie
favorite
of all
movie of
time.
all
Look at the
time.
wall.
Dude, Man of Steel's not bad.
He gave it to me as a gag gift.
What
that
is your
DVD.
What is your deal with Man of Steel?
Superman, when growing
Oh, boy.
up, was my favorite character. Mm-hmm. And I do not know if there is a movie that takes a character, other than Last Airbender, that movie, the M. Night Shyamalan movie, that takes any character and from my view of Superman, just takes a complete dump on it. I think they do everything that matters wrong.
Where did they take the dump specifically?
Pa Kent dies because of a tornado.
Okay.
Right? In the comics and in the Christopher Reeve movies, he dies because of a heart attack. And it teaches Clark the very valuable lesson that he cannot save everyone. Yeah. You know what he can save his father from? A fucking tornado.
Okay.
Number 2. Superman mass murders. It is not it's not a exaggeration to say that
I don't like that
Superman
either, but keep going.
is responsible for a 9/11 level event in Metropolis.
Okay.
Because and they explain this in Batman v Superman because they got so much backlash for killing so many innocent people.
Mm-hmm.
But very easily you can have that battle happen somewhere where they're not killing trillions of people.
This is
Every
true.
time he lasers straight through a building, around a building, and knocks it down, literally 9/11ing it, or every single time that he throws Zod into a building, at the end, when he kills Zod, which I also don't like, but at the end, when he kills Zod to save 5 people, it doesn't fucking matter because he just killed 10,000. And 10,000 is the number Zack Snyder confirmed it. So that's number 2 and 3 of like the 3 main reasons that I strongly dislike that movie. But it comes down to, at the end of the day, they took Superman and they made him Batman. I don't know if you saw the Superman and Lois show. I haven't seen it, but I did see the trailer. And when the kid, when he saves the car, and it's the original comic panel,
and he walks over to the kid after,
and then he goes right up to the kid and hands him back his hat, and here's
Nice
like,
cape.
here
Yeah,
you go,
my
buddy.
mom made it.
My mom made it, and smiling and flies off.
Refreshing.
Man of Steel Superman never does that. Never smiles. He's always upset, and that is not Superman.
Okay, first off, listen, I agree with like a large majority of what you said, right? I saw him casually float over the oil tanker as it careened into a building behind him and didn't even look behind him when the shit went up in flames. I saw that shit. However, you got to look at the context for what this movie is, right? And it's different from like, oh, the happy-go-lucky boy that was raised in Kansas, his dad died of a heart attack, and then, you know, he's like, I'll be a good guy. No, he's born in, this is a Superman of today's world, right? And how many times have we always like postulate, what if Superman existed in the real world? Our real world is fucked up. And I don't think he's Batman in a sense because Batman has a lot of mental health issues. I think that this is a boy going into a man who wants to be good. However, the world is so xenophobic. They're so mistrusting of just people crossing borders. Fuck if you have superpowers. If you cross borders, people don't want you in their fucking like neighborhoods, right? Now you have this person who possibly could be a god, not only seeing you look at your own mortality, but they're also crossing the borders of the fucking world and saying, no, we're not fucking with that shit. And so Pa Kent did what any father would be and said, I don't want my son to be subjected to that just yet, right? But then you have the duality of his other father who said, the people may fear you, however, you have the ability to show them the way. Like, they will join you in the sun one day. You have to rise above that. And I love the story of Superman rising above the fear of humanity to be Superman versus I'm Superman because I am and I'm just going to lead by example. It's like, no, if Superman was a real person raised in the real world, he will recognize all this shit. He will recognize that the people will not love him, but he will also recognize that I have to hold the emotional weight of being bigger than them. And that's what makes Superman great in this movie. I feel like if we would have got a Man of Steel 2 where he becomes that and he learns his lesson from that, from like fucking everything up and like going like, oh shit, I did a bad thing. I want to be better than that. I feel like because we were robbed of that, Man of Steel doesn't get the rightful love it deserves. Like, I feel like we just look at it in that vacuum because then we go into fucking Batman v Superman and we get that fucking Batman Superman where he's just scowling the entire time, like administering threats to Bruce. The bat is dead. Bury it. Like,
oh my gosh.
I don't like that shit because we got the wrong turn that we were not. This is not where we were headed. The only reason why we were headed there is because we were trying to keep up with Marvel. I can go on this shit all day, but Man of Steel, I feel like as a first Superman movie to like start it off and to start him off in a world that hates him, but he's rising above. I like that, and that's how I choose to see it.
You have not swayed me on that one.
Hey, I don't want to sway anybody because again, they took the route that they took, and this is what we got.
And this is why movies are great, because we can all enjoy different things and talk about it.
Right.
What's next?
Trivia time!
All right.
So, unfortunately, I'm sitting this one out, but I've concocted some questions for the two boys to answer. You guys are going to be competing head to head. I will be keeping score on my trusty notepad. Come on.
I never got. I never got a chance to hit the button.
Yeah.
Oh wait, it's a hot take now. Huh?
So
hot take. I want to hear your hot take.
Amazing Spider-Man 2 is one of the best Spider-Man movies.
how crazy is that? How fucking crazy is that take? How fucking absurd is that take?
I don't fucking like that at all.
I know! That's what I'm saying!
I don't fucking like that at all.
How crazy is that?
It somehow is more overbloated than Spider-Man 3.
Yeah, I 100% will not sit here and say it has no problems. I just think the good outweighs the bad. I think the parents thing is not necessary. I think the Green Goblin thing is terrible. I just think the love story between him and Emma Stone. I think the action is better. I think Andrew Garfield is great. I think the ending fight scene is great. I think they handled her death really, really well. I think I think it's more of a Spider-Man movie. I think the action scenes are the best action scenes we've ever gotten. I think it is more of a fun Spider-Man good movie, and it outweighs the bad.
Do you put any of those scenes above the train sequence? Or
He
any
probably does.
any of the sequences in Into the Spider-Verse.
Isn't that crazy?
Okay.
Well, no. We're not.
talking about live
I think
action.
we
Okay,
both-
live action,
I think
okay.
we
I
both
do not-
clearly have
okay.
Spider-Verse at one. Spider-Verse is my favorite
Okay.
animated
I said it's
movie
one of the favorite. I like Spider-Man with Tobey, Spider-Man, and Spider-Man 2, and I like Into the Spider-Verse. And then right after that, it's Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Okay, but you
I
said
mean,
it was
and
one
No
of the
Way
best
Home. No Way
live-action
Home.
Spider-Man movies of all time.
That's my hot
You
take.
can't. What?
Isn't that crazy?
That's my
It's
hot take.
fucking
Isn't that
crazy.
fucking nuts? He's a madman.
It doesn't even beat most of the fucking action sequences from Spider-Man 3.
I agree.
No,
Spider-Man 3 has some great action
when
sequences.
Spider-Man is backflipping, catching a cop car, saving 2 people from being electrocuted, and landing in a Superman pose.
Spider-Man is fighting Sandman and Venom at once.
Yeah.
With Green Goblin.
No, but it's not.
They
It's
just reconciled with.
It's not as good as the electro fight, as the whole opening scene where he's dodging bullets, catching virus bottles, and then like singing the Spider-Man theme song while making this.
You think that scene is better than fighting Sandman and Venom at
I'm
once?
saying it's awesome, and it's Amazing Spider-Man 2
Isn't that
gets
crazy?
too much hate.
I think Amazing Spider-Man 2 is clearly the worst one.
No.
Oh yeah, clearly.
I always say this
Clearly.
before No Way Home. Me and my friends back home watched all the Spider-Man movies in prep, back to back to back to back, and all 3 of us agreed that Amazing Spider-Man 2 was at the top, and Homecoming was near the bottom. All right,
Crazy.
I will say that like Amazing Spider-Man 2 is not unwatchable. In fact, it's very watchable.
No, it's not
It's
unwatchable.
very watchable. Oh my god.
Yeah,
All right,
crazy.
here we go.
It's like
Crazy.
indigestion.
how many questions do you have?
I've got 15 regular ones and then 7 different ones.
Okay, let's just play first to 7, and these are all like nerdy movie questions. So some Marvel, some
Some regular movies,
Some-
some DC, some just all over the place. No Star Wars because I know you're a casual Star Wars fan.
Thank you.
All right.
The rule is he can be reading the question whenever you want during the question. You can buzz in,
Buzz
Okay,
in,
okay.
but
but
he will
stop reading.
the question.
Okay.
So some of
and
these
you
I
won't
might-
tell me the rest of the
Yes,
questions.
some
Okay.
of these I might have options.
Okay.
Right, and so but
Got
I
it.
actually don't have any multiple choice on this. I'll tell you guys that.
I don't do multiple choice.
All right, here we go. Which MCU phase includes Ant-Man and the Wasp?
Oh, phase 3.
Correct.
Wow, he's quick. Oh, he's quick.
You had Ant-Man and
Yeah,
Like,
and then that's all you need.
gotta
That's
be
all you
it.
need. Oh man, he beat me at the Marvel question. It's the only one I'm gonna get.
Who will be directing Superman Legacy?
James Gunn.
You're wrong about that.
We just talked about it.
The oldest Disney princess movie.
Snow White.
Dang it! Yes.
I know this shit.
2-1.
What superhero actor, so they play a superhero, starred in 2022's
Go right ahead. Go right ahead.
2022. I'm gonna say, let's see, superhero movies in 2022.
I'll give you 10 seconds.
No, 10 seconds. Superhero movies in 2022. Holy shit. What's that? I'ma say. Fuck. Simu Liu.
No.
Okay, continue.
Can I still go?
No.
What superhero actor starred in 2022's Slumberland?
Oh. Jason Momoa.
Aw. I was just thinking Marvel too.
Yeah. Phil Collins famously made the music for Tarzan.
I thought he was done.
You might be able to
You
get
might
this.
be able to get this.
Okay, he famously made the music. Oh, what other Disney movie did he make it for? Was that the rest of the question?
Maybe.
Oh, it's Brother Bear.
Correct! That's what I was going to guess!
Let's go!
That was amazing!
Yes!
That was amazing!
Okay.
Dang it. What was it, 2-3? All right.
What year did Up come out?
2009.
Correct!
Oh, I would have guessed 2010.
2009. It was nominated in 2010 at the Oscars.
Correct.
Best Picture.
Yes. Oscar-nominated actress Uma Thurman has been in one comic book movie. What role did she play?
One comic book movie.
I'm looking for the role.
One comic book movie role.
So you got to think of the movie.
My crazy super ex-girlfriend?
Is Poison Ivy in Batman?
Oh my gosh! Oh my fucking god!
Oh my
I blocked that
gosh.
movie out.
I knew that.
I blocked that movie
I
out.
knew that.
I don't blame you.
I don't think
I knew
about
that.
that
I don't blame
shit.
You are not going to get this. I'm just letting you know ahead of time.
This next one?
Yes.
I don't think about
I can't believe I didn't get that.
How many Robins are there?
Kelly, Stephanie Brown, Dick, Jason, Tim Drake, Damian Wayne.
Yep.
6.
Correct.
Cool. There's 6 Robins.
Iron Man has the most screen time in the MCU. Who is second place?
Samuel L. Jackson.
Wrong.
He's made the most appearances. He's been in the most movies, but he doesn't have the screen time. I know this.
I'm going to have to say Chris Evans.
Wrong. Again, Chris Evans is fourth place, believe it or not.
What?
Second place is Thor.
See, he was my second answer.
I forget who third place is. Fourth place is
it
Chris
Black Widow?
Evans, Captain America. It might be Black Widow. Fifth place is Loki.
Yeah.
Because of the show.
Because of the show.
Isn't that
Oh, so this is
crazy?
current. Okay,
Yeah,
This
it's
is current because
crazy.
Thor has more movies.
Yes, exactly, because he got the fourth one and
Yep.
he's in all the Avengers.
I didn't
and
think about
everything like
that.
What sitcom starred Childish Gambino, Mr. Chow, and Clark Griswold?
Community?
Correct.
Oh my gosh, I buzzed.
It's Ken Jeong. It's what's Clark Griswold's name? What's his name? Chevy Chase, and then Donald Glover.
Like, you threw me off with the
I can't
names. I was
believe- I
just
should have
like,
gotten that one.
because I was like
I was
Atlanta,
buzzing.
but I was like, no, it's got to be Community. It was too easy.
Yeah.